Hey, Chef K here. So we're putting together the Southern California. I'm taking your taste buds traveling there, doing a little surfing, dude. So we're gonna put together a Mahi Mahi taco, nice and spicy, with a cool, nice jicama slaw that we put the chayote and the jicama together. They have like kind of the green apple taste, and then there's a little bit of cabbage in there. It's gonna be just flavorful, flavorful, flavorful. We're gonna layer it all together. So we're gonna start by putting some spices to this Mahi Mahi. Look at these beautiful little Mahi Mahi pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cook them like this, but when we wanna put them into the tacos, we'll break it up, okay? So let's get started getting some spices on here. I've got a little bit of adobo that we're gonna throw on here. We want to get on both sides, sprinkle that on there, kind of press it in and get that seasoning on there. It's perfect, so you can get all of that ready. Go ahead and put the adobo on, and then we're going to bring in just a little bit of chili powder. We're going to get all these spices on there and let them play together. We're going to let them set for a little bit and soak all that up. Just like whenever you're out soaking up the sun surfing, we're going to let these Mahi Mahi soak up the spices. So now we're bringing in some cumin. And I like to use a little bit of some Cajun spices. So we're just all kinds of spice. Put a little Cajun spice on there. And we're getting both sides of those fillets. And as I say, I always like layering the flavors. I always like letting them really kind of get in there and soak in and enjoy. So we're gonna rinse our hands after that and do a good wash. And now I'm gonna set it aside and let it go ahead and take on all those flavors while we put together our jicama and chayote slaw. So we're gonna set that over there, dry my hands here, and then we've got the jicama chayote. Now you're like, jicama? Some of you might not know what we're talking about here, but it's this big, huge piece that almost looks like the consistency of a potato, kind of, but it actually has more of a consistency of like any of your root vegetables, like a carrot or potato, I mean any of that, turnip almost, but it has a really good flavor to it. And we're gonna put that with this chayote, which is actually a form of a squash almost. So you call it a chayote squash, but it tastes almost like a green apple. So we're gonna bring all those fun flavors to it, and we'll be able to put together this slaw. Now, the jicama, I went ahead and peeled it and got that. It's got kind of a wax coating on there and the peel on there. You want to take that off. So we've got it right here, all peeled and ready to go. I've got my cabbage right here. And we're going to bring that over and do a little bit of just kind of a shred on it, on our jicama. Get in there and grind that on. We're going to have that. We're gonna do that with the chayote too. And the chayote, you don't have to worry about peeling. It's just like I said, it's almost like a green apple kind of. It's gonna bring a little tartness whenever we're layering all these flavors for the slaw. So we're putting a little jicama there. Nice. Goes pretty fast, it's pretty good. And it's easier just to serve it up this way. We're gonna put that on our tacos, and we'll put some to the side too. It'll be fantastic. And we're gonna throw that in with our cabbage. Then we're going to bring the chayote. I'm just going to cut the tip off here a little bit so we can go ahead and do the same method. We're just going to bring that right over here and do a little shaving on that. Get that going. So I don't know if some of you are familiar with me. I grew up in Italy, and I just really started falling in love with how the Italians are so passionate about food. It made me feel the same way. So I actually started getting into all kinds of different cuisines. And that's why I like taking your taste buds traveling, because it's amazing some of the flavors that you can find out there in all these different places. I mean, in Italy, you could live your whole life still going back and forth, and you don't get every region. There's so many different ways that people prepare food. There's so many different ways that all the flavors that they use. And it's the same thing whenever you're traveling around the world. Their cultures, everything they have, what grows in that area, and that's what you want to find. When I encourage you, when you're traveling, make sure that you find out what in the food and what's good in that region. Go there and be like, what's this known for? You know, and then everybody will let you know. Talk to those locals. They'll get you in there. So that's what we're doing now. We're doing the locals and doing the California, Southern California. They bring a lot of fresh ingredients, a lot of fresh fish, a lot of spices, and some fun stuff. You know, all of the fresh, like avocado in the dishes. We've got peppers that they bring to the party. It's a party, pretty much. Surfing, dude, I like it. So here we go. We put all that together. So now I'm gonna clean up a little bit and we're gonna put the dressing together, put it on this slaw, and then we'll let that all go together, and then we're gonna start cooking up that mahi mahi, baby. Okay, so we're chopping up some cilantro. We got that Jicama Chayote slaw that we've started up, and now it's time to dress it. We don't want it to be naked slaw. We got to put some dressing on there. So we're going to bring together some fun ingredients here. We've got cilantro. I'm going to mix together to get our dressing going. And I love cilantro. Now, some people don't, and I understand that. They've got what they call, where they get that it tastes like soap to them. Well, that's okay. Don't feel like you can't make this then because of that. You can try some lemongrass. You can actually work with like flat leaf Italian parsley. It just won't have that different flavor to it. So that's okay. Just don't knock it, not make those tacos. Okay, we're gonna put this together, whisk it, a little bit of honey in here, and I'm gonna put a little lime zest. You want to get that honey stirred around in there so it dissolves in that apple cider vinegar. We've got apple cider vinegar, cilantro, and olive oil, making a beautiful dressing for it. And we're going to come in with a little bit of our lime zest, if I can get my stuff here. And I like this. This is a new toy that I just love when we're zesting, and it does it so easy. We used to have to use those ones that they did to make bar drinks, but now we've got this little guy in the kitchen, and it is fantastic. So that's going to bring a real nice limey flavor to all of this. We're going to put that together, and a little bit of lime juice I'm going to add with it. And then we're going to whisk that and throw it over our jicama, our chayote, and our shredded cabbage. How about that? So we're gonna put this all together, whisking it in, and what do I always say? We're making a party. Let all these flavors do it all together. Shimmy, shammy, shoo. Here we go. There it is. Pour it right over this. Give it a toss, and then you're gonna wanna cover that and put it in the fridge and let it do its thing. You can also do this a day ahead of time. So if you're ready and you really are going surfing, dude, and then you're gonna have a lunch when you come back, all of this stuff that we're making today, other than the mahi, can be done ahead of time. So you put it in the fridge, come back, cook the mahi, which cooks quick, as you're gonna see in just a few minutes, and then when you come back, lunch is ready, okay? Sounds good, right? All right. So we're gonna mix that up. Everything's looking good there. We're gonna set that aside. I'm gonna put it in the fridge here in a minute once we get a new dish that we're gonna put together here. This one is one of my signature dishes. All my Chef K fans out there, you know, fire in the bowl, baby. Yeah, we're gonna bring a little heat to the party. So for these tacos, we wanna do the fire in the bowl, and I'm gonna bring it in here with some black beans that you want to drain and rinse really good so you're not getting that other flavor that's kind of in the can. You can use canned, it's perfect fine. Just make sure you get that rinse on there. So we're going to bring in some red pepper. Toss that in. And once we get this red pepper in, we're going to go ahead, and that fish that's been sitting while we finish up the fire in the bowl, we're gonna go ahead and get that started cooking. What do you say? Sounds good to me. So here it is. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at those spices. Yummalicious. All right, we're gonna put it right in here in my handy dandy air fryer, which again, you can do this. You can do it on the grill if you want, but if you're indoors, you can go ahead and pop it in the air fryer, and it still gets that really nice brown darkness with the spices, and it kind of cooks up those spices where it does the air fry. So we're gonna start putting that on. Get it on the air fry mode and give about, I'd say give it 7 minutes, and then you can check it because you can always adjust the time to give it a little more if you want, okay? So we're gonna start at about 8 actually, and I'm gonna go with that, kick it in, and we'll check it here in just a little bit when we're putting together our fire in the bowl, baby. So got it, I got our fish done. We're gonna go ahead and chop up our pepper, and I'm just gonna rinse my hands real quick. I got a little bit of olive oil on there. I'm gonna go ahead. Now, this fire in the bowl I designed, I'm not a huge heat eater, but I do like a little bit. I designed it because I've got a lot of fans that were like, do you ever eat spicy? Do you make some spicy foods? What do you got going? Also, this one is a great dish because it's vegan. It is gluten-free. It is dairy-free. There's nothing in here for flavor. So that's all you got. And so you're gonna bring this in here, put the red pepper in there. We're gonna do some little bit of cucumber in here. That's gonna be the cool part. And I know you're all saying right now, wait a minute, chef, how can this be spicy? I'm seeing cucumber, I'm seeing black bean. You just wait, it's coming, the heat is coming. So we're gonna cut up our cucumbers. You want to cut this as you're thinking of it's going to be kind of a topper, kind of a for the tacos. You can eat it on chips if you want. You can eat it in the tortillas. Oh my goodness, people like doing that. I'll tell you what, when I was selling this at the farmers markets, I would go through this like crazy. Everybody would come. People were like, chef, I think I'm addicted. They'd buy like 2 or 3 pints at a time, and they said they were out of it by Monday, and that was just on Saturday. But they had some really fun, versatile ways. So this isn't just for this tacos. You guys are seeing how to throw this together, and it actually works for, like, one of my guys says he uses it as a chili base. So he just like throws that in, adds the meat that he wants to add to it, and then makes it up and turns it into chili. Another one that I've heard big time is that people really like it on eggs. Make it into an omelet. Oh yeah, a little spicy omelet in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. Get you going for the day. So we're just gonna julienne here first, and then we're gonna turn it into a chop on some red onion. And again, as you can see, how many flavors? Huh? How many different flavors we've got layering in here? And I haven't even got to the fun part yet. So we're gonna put all of this in, red onion, bring that to it, blending it in there. You got the fish cooking. I'm starting to smell it. So we got that rolling. We're gonna have some lime juice we're gonna bring to this too. But here comes the fun. Are you ready? So that's our minor parts here. Now we bring the heat. So we're gonna put jalapenos in and some serranos in, and that's going to bring that heat. The reason I like to use serrano peppers is because, you know, when you actually, these guys, when you're eating something hot, I don't want to just attack your tongue where you can't taste anything anymore. That heat comes right from the back and it gives a nice heat touch to the back of your mouth there. Really fires it up, and you'll feel it. You eat a few bites of this, you're like, it's not really that hot to me. And then all of a sudden, oh, there it is, and the sweat starts coming. There it is. That's when you know you've had fire in the bowl, baby. So we're gonna do a little chop. We don't take the seeds out. Notice I'm not doing that here. So we're gonna put these just in here in our food processor, just like this. The jalapeno brings a nice, fresh, peppery, kind of more mild flavor to it than the serrano, but it's still bringing some heat. You want to make sure too, when you get those jalapenos, you can get good ones. If they're nice and plump, that's great. If they have the little marks on them, I don't have any today that had them, but they have like some little kind of marks on it. You might think that looks like it's going bad, but it's not. That's actually where there's more heat in there. That means it's going to be a little more firepower for you. So if you like that, get those with those little lines on there. You're ready for it. We're gonna pop these in here, and I've already done some, as you can see. So we're gonna put them in. You just put them in your food processor, seeds and all, remember, danger, danger, danger. Here it is. So we got the fire. We're gonna have, probably if we had a fireman with a fire extinguisher, he might need to be here today. So we're gonna put this in here, and then we're gonna make a dressing for it. Look at all those peppers going in there. Yeah, oh, a little extra more. Oh, maybe a little more. Bring in the fire. All right, see this, I did the dressing in this. We actually can take this bowl, make our dressing for the fire with the same thing, because you've got the vinegar, you've got everything, and then we bring the heat to it with a little sriracha and the lime juice. So we're gonna put lime in here, squeeze those out. I smell that fish, I'm gonna peek. I'm just gonna do a little peek. Oh, so delicious. Wish you could see it, but just in a minute, I'll get it to you. All right, here we go. We're gonna put this in here, squeeze these limes up in here. You know, I do all my own squeezing of the limes, so I build those arms up. I got Popeye forearms, squeezing out the limes. Here we go. You wanna always use fresh lime juice as much as you can, because that really brings that pop to it, the acidity to it, rather than just using a bottled lime juice. If you've got one of these guys, it's real quick to do, as you can see. We're throwing that in there. We're gonna bring it in with everything. Yeah, so as I said, growing up in Italy, I traveled around a lot. My stepfather was from San Sebastian, Spain, so I got to go there quite often too. And there's a lot of things that they do with some heat in Spain. Some episode, I am gonna take you there. We're gonna go taste bud traveling to Spain, doing a little Spanish tapas and some fun stuff. So here we go, we got our lime in there. We've got our peppers, our cucumber, our onion. Everything's making a party, and then the peppers. And then we have our lime juice. Oh, and what's this? Spicy chili sauce. A little bit of that. Oh, maybe a little more. Oh, what? Wait. Oh, let's go a little more. Yeah. Bring the heat. All right. These are going to be fire tacos. You're going to have to go for a swim just to cool off after eating these guys. So we're going to whisk that up. Pour that right over there. Put a little bit of cumin in there. Give it a little more flavor. Again, what are we doing? Layer the flavor. All right. Here we go. Nice. A little bit of the cumin. We're going to give that a toss. Our Mahi Mahi's cooking up. I'm gonna do a little tossing over here, just tossing all of our stuff together. Oh, look at the colors. Now, if you want to, I actually put roasted corn in here sometimes. That brings just another layer. So you're gonna have that. We're gonna put that in, look at that gorgeousness. Very good. Smell the spices too. Half the time this makes me sneeze when I'm making it because it has so much of that capsaicin in the peppers. It's hilarious. But we're gonna let this chill. We're gonna let this Jicama and Chayote slaw chill. We're gonna let this finish. And then you know what happens. Yummaliciousness. We're gonna put it together. Okay, so our Mahi Mahi is finished up. It's looking fabulous in there, and we're ready to put these guys together. So we've got a couple of flour tortillas that we're gonna bring in here. You can use flour or corn. Today I'm going with a little bit of the corn ones. We're gonna bring out our fish. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous, ready to go. Yes, so we're gonna chop that up a little bit into pieces so we can put them in our tacos. Just give it like some chunks, easy enough. You can tear it, it's really hot right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it with a knife. I'm gonna get those chunks in there, and there they are. Look at that fish. Lay that in there, oh boy. Big old nice pieces, so every bite you get some good Mahi Mahi in there. So we're gonna put that together, put it right in there, lay it in the taco shell, in the tortilla. That's gorgeous, see that there? It's looking good. Then we're gonna bring in our slaw. We've got it to come across the top. That's that chayote, jicama slaw, so you got a little tartness to it. You got a little crunch from the cabbage, because the fish is gonna have a little crunch, but only on the outside. So we're gonna put that on. And then we're gonna bring our fire in the bowl. And we're gonna put a spoon on here. Stir that up a little bit. Drizzle that fire in the bowl right in there for that extra heat. And we're not done yet. We've still got some more stuff to add here. Look at those beautiful colors. Doesn't it just scream fresh? That's what I like about it. So bring it all in. Got your fire in the bowl. You got the purple with the onion in there. Got everything going. Put a little lime there. Pop it with a little bit of lime juice. Throw a lime in for side. Nice, like that. Give a little cilantro pop to it here. And then we're going to bring in a little sriracha, kind of how I made different things. I make the mayo, you've seen me do it. Well, this is the sriracha, and I mix a little of that and make a spicy kind of mayo dressing for it. There it goes in there, excellent. Put a little of that on each of these guys. Got stuck in there. Very good. And then we're gonna pop just a little more spicy chili sauce. I told you I'm bringing the heat today. So a little bit of that on there. Finish it up with just a touch of green onion. You got all these fresh ingredients. You're putting it all together. Finish it up with that, boop, boop, boop. A little cilantro on there. Just a pretty little leaf. Another one right here. We're gonna put that right just like that. Oh, what do you guys think, huh? I'm loving it. Now you're gonna love that jicama slaw, so we're gonna toss a little bit of that, put it on the side here. Get that together. Yep. Oh yeah. Look at that. Tuck in your sides. Beautiful. There it is. You can't even get much better than that. You got the chayote, jicama slaw, those beautiful Mahi Mahi tacos, the fire in the bowl that's bringing the heat. You got all this together. Are we ready to eat? Oh, look, I made a rhyme. How about that? Come back, we're gonna dive in. So we did it. We went surfing to Southern California and we made up our Mahi Mahi tacos. We brought the heat with the fire in the bowl, and then we cooled it down a little bit for you. So we put the Jicama Chayote slaw in there. Look at this, looking good. It's delicious. I'm ready to dig in. I like a lot of lime. Oh, I like to throw them in the floor. It's all good. So we have a party, you know. So here we go. We're gonna do that. Picking it up. It's gonna be a mess, as always. Remember, do try this at home.